But I do not wish to fight neither. Wait, they are setting sail. My dear friends! My dear friends, do you have microphones, my dear friends? I wish to speak of peace. Drop anchor, my dear friend. I may... Oh. We are only here for a simple interview. Fire the fireworks. We are here to talk about ours. You think they can hear us? Can you hear us? By the way, if you are speaking, I cannot hear you.
I need to change my mute button.
You really do. My dear friends, we must speak.
We are moving, but it's a lower speed.
Good,
the Lord
good.
was sitting down and not moving.
It seems they are doing something known as a parallel park. A U-turn now.
What does that even mean?
I do not know. I merely know it because that is what people say nowadays, from what I have heard.
Weird.
My dear friends, do you
Let's
have
go,
microphones?
English lady.
Can you speak? Do not crash into them. Good. My dear
We're
friends,
gonna parallel parking.
how many people are in aboard your ship? We have questions. How long have you been playing Sea of Thieves?
Hello.
Jump if it's longer than a year. Ah,
This
newcomers,
one
I see. This one jumped.
This one jumped.
So you have been playing the game for a year. How are you liking your experience in the game? Bird, chill. Jump if yes, nod no if no. He has been enjoying his time with Sea of Thieves. Any problems with the community? Any problems of sorts? If so, jump. Seems to have no problems. The game is in a perfect state. Would you say the game is lively? Yes, they both agree that the game is alive. Did YouTubers bring you in here, or was it merely something else?
I can ask yes or no's.
Fair enough. As long as I continue asking yes or no's, everything shall go up. So, was it YouTubers? If no, move left and right. If yes, jump. Was it the community? A friend? Yes, a friend brought you in. You two play together, I see. Well. Well, have a lovely day. All questions have been asked. You have been having a lovely time in Sea of Thieves. The community has been good to you, and all around, you've been having a fun time. Joyous day. We now leave. I still hold the hood. No complaints about our lovely game. We're doing a good job in our development. Now we may seal off and then crash the ship. After firing a couple more fireworks, do you believe?
Of course.
The more fireworks, the merrier.
I was gonna give us a little wholesome edge. Oh, come on!
Full sail. We've been having a lovely stream today, but the stream must come to an end. Play the sad music, my dear friend, and fire the chickens. It looks like those two are having a lovely time in this game. What seems like a game that most people hate seem to love. And what people wait. And what some people see fire.
Chickens.
So when you call Sea of Thieves bad, just know you're messing with the community that seems to be otherwise cheerful. The lesson of it all being, who knows? Some lesson was meant within this brigade of random words and random adjustments. But I do not know. It is for you, the viewers, to establish and gather.
Every time I always go into the storm.
The storm is where it calls me, beckons me, and also takes us to a place known as Valhalla. I have ran out of fireworks. This is it, Jarvis. This is it. Now, monkey, I shall name you King Julian, and you shall serve in a multi-layered movie series and have a spin-off show. You may not be a lemur, but you are my King Julian. And in this world,
I feel like the name now fits his job.
yes. King Julian, where do you go, King Julian? Do not drown, King Julian! Maurice! King Julian is drowning! King Julian! I request...
Going down with the ship.
King Julian, our ship is sick! What am I doing? Also, where did Toaster go?
Left us play Valorant and left Discord.
Did you tell him I was getting on Valorant? Are you getting on Valorant?
I don't have Valorant.
Wait, you don't have a free game?
No.
Wait, are you buying on PC?
Valorant just doesn't work on my computer. It just never.
Well, you see, Valorant on both systems has a different majority. When you play Valorant... Oh, you're me again, by the way.
It auto-mutes me. Auto-mutes me.
When you play a game known as Valorant on console, you play in console surface. If you play on PC, PC cannot play cross-platform. Which therefore means if you're playing on PC, you cannot play with... By the way, you now muted. You weren't muted earlier. I lied to you. When you play on PC... When you play on PC...
You're not mean, Parker. You're just not hearing the other half of this conversation because you left.
When you play on PC, you cannot play with consoles. And if you play on consoles, you cannot play with PCs. As they are two same, but different games.
Daddy, I lack the thing called PS Plus.
Ah, I see. But games known as Valorant do not require PS Plus. Fun fact.
Does it not?
No, it actually
Alright,
doesn't.
turn on my PS5.
Yeah, no. Fun fact, Valorant is one of those games that don't require PS Plus or anything of the sort. which is
It's
kind of
worth
good.
it.
If you look into
Yeah.
my PlayStation account, I actually
No, we're
do
getting
not
on
have
now.
PS Plus.
Oh, really broken. Yeah, I am actually on a game without you.
Yeah. How are we friends
Valorant.
on console by any chance?
No. We'll have to do
No.
this whole thing again.
Uh, my name is the Gingerbread Man. No, I'm joking.
The gingerbread man.
Maurice, I need you to get me all of the apple.
Mr. Goblin, sir, I have a very important question for you before we
Yes, my
switch
dear
off of
friend.
Sea of Thieves.
How many
Do
names do I
you
have? Oh,
know?
the
Do you
Muffin Man.
know the man? No, you stole it. Do
Ah,
you
my dear
know the
friend.
man called the Muffin Man?
Well, I do not know this man known as the Muffin Man.
Oh, what a shame.
Who is he? What has he done? No! No! I will never know! Who is the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man will never be here. Oh well. Our ship has already left with a bang. It should have ended there and then. But tis not. Was it fun? Mostly, yes. The other half, no. It was left boring and with little dialogue. Honestly, could have used work. Me and him are already friends. Good friends. We merely knew each other for like 2 days. I met him in this game known as Sea of Thieves. FC has, or whoever he actually is, I met recently, and honestly, he is a good friend so far. I do not know much about him, but I know enough to know he's a good person in heart. Though I do not know what troubles him in the past, but what troubles him in the future is what I'm truly worried about. For seeing his poems, it says there shall be darkness in the future. What is that darkness? I do not know. I'm going to be completely honest. But what I do know is that in the future he shall be a wonderful person. And when he does become a wonderful person, I will be there to reinstate myself. For now I shall be a father figure and disappear looking for things known as milk. But as I speak of which milk, I must also speak of so on. So on is the subject known as yapping, or extending the script, or merely talking for long periods of time until you eventually leave. Who are you? No idea. But you're someone that truly matters, no matter who you are, where you are, or why. Everything about you is something important, and you must glorify that. Signify yourself. Do not become someone that becomes rude and obnoxious, though, but do not become someone evil. Do not try to be silent unless if that's what you desire. If you cannot speak or cannot see or cannot hear, it is fine, because you are still human, and all humans matter by the end of the day, no matter who you are. After all, the whole point, the whole lesson, and the whole time, you must remember everything, no matter how small, matters. And you may be small in the eyes of the universe, but you are still someone. If not someone for someone else, someone for me. If not someone for me, then you still exist for yourself. If you do not exist for yourself, therefore someone is looking for you. You must merely find them. It may be someone you hate, absolutely despise, but they may truly love you. Or maybe they hate you generally back. You do not know. What does matter is someone's out there looking for you. It may very well be yourself. You do not know. What you must know is accept it when it eventually arrives. And it has already arrived. Then, my dear friend, remember me. No matter how far I may be gone, remember me. Even if I'm buried 6 feet under the ground, remember me. Because I do not wish to be forgotten. Though, with life and its circumstances, it does seem like I will be forgotten in the coming decades. And that scares me. I'm afraid of being forgotten, afraid of being unloved, afraid of never finding that someone that I can truly trust. Why do I speak this way? Why do I speak now? I do not know. Is it because I'm alone? Or because there's a chance that someone can hear me? A chance someone is behind me? A chance anything can happen? I merely want to say these words because I know it will get no views. But please trust me. Life is worth living. You just need to find out why. It could be something simple, like pizza's good and I want to continue eating it. Or something more civil. I have destinies that I must attain. I shall be going. But, dear viewer, I do wish you can attend for future events. I stream as much as I can, but I've been sad, upset lately. I know this will reach an audience of probably no one, but I generally do feel sorry for myself. If I just merely looked at myself when I was younger, I would have taken opportunities, took more risk, but instead I fell in apart. I am soon to be attending college sometime this year, and I do not have the money for it. But I stream and I record because I really do want it. I know it's a scam. I know most of college is lame and most of it's useless. But I really do want to attend college merely to meet more people, make more friends. But I know no one will save me because I do not request help. I never could, even when I was younger. I failed to do such activities. I am a loner, some say, but a loner with many, many friends. A mute, a silent, and I have had many, many bad thoughts even when I was young. Am I still young? Yes, I'm merely 20. But 20, in my opinion, might as well be the same age as a boomer. And that upsets me. I have little to nothing. I am in a dump. A home with almost nothing. But I still love everything. Love my family. Love my friends. But I can't love myself. And there's so many reasons why. I I really want to love myself, but I can't. Because I hate myself too much. I always hated myself for the sole reason that I I did terrible things when I was young. Things like making fun of others and bullying. But I only bullied those I truly cared for, even though I couldn't admit it at the time. Seeing them gone and never to return to this plane, I I miss it. I miss my good friends. I miss Eva. I miss Justin. I miss Aubrey. I miss Xavier and Victor hanging out in one. I miss a lot of things. I am stuck with the choices I made in life, though. And the choices I made in life reflect of who I am, so I may never change it. There's only two options I can do. Continue to walk this path until I eventually reach a dead end. Continue walking until I eventually die in war in an honorable fight. Continue living until I eventually find the one I truly love. Continuing to search. Or merely run out of money, cannot afford a house, cannot afford a home, become homeless, and maybe one day even die homeless. Going to a jail most likely for those that do not have money. After all, it's a law that if you run out low on cash, you can no longer pay rent. You become homeless. You must go to jail at some given point. I could work my days off, bitter to the bone, making ends meet. I would love to not do that. But the way life is going, It's difficult to say. I do not wish anything bad, and if I ever do something in the future, I do not know. I just want to be human, exist. I do not want anything bad to happen to me or my family. I wish to have a home, nothing less, nothing more. Just a home, friends, and I can't think of anything more than friends. Friends are everything to me. Friends are all I have, after all. Without friends, who am I? Probably some guy that likes sitting, talking to himself, interviewing random people on the street. Most people gloss over this. After all, it's unedited and just straight film. No clickbait, nothing. I can't really afford editors. I don't really know how to edit for myself. Don't know how to animate. Don't have a family that really knows technology too well. I get games because of the sole factor that my friends give it to me. That's how I started out games, but hey, everyone has their thing. And my thing has been games. Never got an audience with games. When I started out, the only person that used to watch me play games was like my little brother. I had my older brother at some point. Then I got my dad's view, then my mom's. I used to just play games and they used to just sit and watch. It was a fun experience, and the truth is I used to stream and do all these things because I want to recapitulate that. I miss it. Everyone in my family is now doing something busy. Meanwhile, jobs are getting harder and harder to get into, and it doesn't seem like I'm getting anywhere. Streaming has led to nothing, and I have hated myself ever since I left middle school. And then I went to high school and still hated myself for so many people I stopped contacting, for the people I dated, Jocelyn and Eva. I'm sorry. I didn't have a phone back then. I didn't know that there was contacts like this. I didn't know anything. After all, not having a phone is a pretty big deal in this era. I'm a writer. Always have been. I'm a terrible writer. Would love to make books, but I can't. Would love to do something, but I can't. Am I a terrible person? Most likely. After all, I'm called a terrible person because of the sole factor that I made so many friends, but I have to constantly move away, constantly leave. And I'm tired of it. I'm finally going to a college, and I can't even afford it. So why am I doing it? Building up debt for then what? I could stream for years and make like $2, maybe even less. For what reason? I don't know. I just genuinely want to do this. I like doing this. And if there's even just one person watching, thank you. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for just sitting and listening. And if you're not listening, well, I guess thank you, one viewer, for just being here. Seeing everyone succeed where I can't makes me feel worse and worse every day. I am not only the worst person in my family because I can't seem to do anything correctly, anything right. But I'm the worst person in my family because I'm irresponsible, still childish, and I want to get better. I want to stream. I want to talk. I want to be able to do things, go places, meet new people, and if I can, even meet viewers, if I even have any in the future. But the way life is going, probably not. If I ever get the chance, the hook, if I ever start getting views and stuff, I would love to. I'll probably start a channel called, like, Stinky Sugar Glider. And then, like, send it to my friends in Discord and stuff. And then just tell them nothing. I want to rebuild something. I'm not sure what. I just miss it. I miss everything. I want to be someone. I don't want to be forgotten, thrown away in the dust. I want to be remembered for at least a century after my death. Just one. I am the middle, and I wish to continue doing this, but with how life is going, I probably only have one more year. But I'm gonna make the most of it. If I ever get a friend seeing this or something, and then they give me an additional year, or I don't know, I just, I just want to be someone. I don't know what. Someone. Something. This interview thing, yeah, it seems dumb, but I only did the interviews because of the sole reason that I generally wanted to see how people are doing and how people are going in life. It was just a test to see if, you know, people, community, build up. It's so dumb, but streaming on Twitch is something that I always wanted to do. And the form of content I watch is too many to actually name. I'm subscribed to like 3,000 something YouTubers that I've been watching since childhood. Literally started watching YouTube when I was 5. Like, I'm a tablet baby through and through. But, man. I need something, a hobby. Something that isn't writing. After all, with AI generated and everything, I can't compete. And my book writings were always like free because I just liked writing. I love writing D&Ds. I love doing nerd stuff. Lots of people hate me for just being a nerd though. A geek. A whatever you want to call me. And I understand, and I'm sorry. I know a lot of people don't like my content because I don't talk, and I don't. It's because I'm nervous and I don't know what to do. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like upsetting people. I try to be a people pleaser. And it's hard to when you don't know who the audience is. Why the audience is. Who they are, what they like. I would love to get to know all of you. But I'm a streamer, a YouTuber. We can't do that. I wish we could, but that's parasocial relationships, and I don't want you guys knocking at my door and stalking me. Though that does sound fun. It's like a little mini game of who's the stalker. But as the journey carries on, our young adventurer Jeremy must carry on and continue his story as a one-man army, continuing to play wilds of assortments of games, and maybe in the future, maybe he'll become something, someone. Stinky Sugar Glider does have a good ring to it. After all, it's my favorite animal. But 'tis time to tell, is it not? How much I do not know. I am sadly very depressed, even as the narrator. The narrator has always been me, and as the narrator, I always wish that Jeremy, Raphael, Marrero shall always obtain something into life. Full name. Thou, he will regret this in the future. He won't just yet. For his journey is merely beginning. As he hits his 20s, he will soon realize that the future holds great things. What? The narrator cannot spoil such great things, but neither do I know. It is merely hope. Hope that something will change in life. Hope that maybe something will randomly show up and change everything around. But as a single person, nothing can change instantly. No matter how much the narrator and Jeremy Marrero wishes to. He will die at the age of 30. Or at least that's what he has always believed, because if life is still brings nothing to that age, then what is the point? I shall set sail with nothing